Hi there, and welcome to your practice. Hi there, and welcome. For today's practice, you are going to need two foam blocks, a sandbag if you would like, a yoga blanket, or you can use a towel or a throw at home. Just have it nicely folded up so it's easier to work with. And then you also want to have a yoga belt, or if you have a dog leash at home, that actually already has your loop for you. If you do have your yoga belt and if you have a D-ring, this is how we're going to do it. You're going to take the tail through both buckles, pull it through a little bit so you have some slack. We're going to tip that first buckle down just so you can go back through that initial first one. So when it closes up, you have something that looks like this, okay? Now, if you don't have the belt for this first part, sandbag is going to be at the end of class. We're going to take our two blocks, bring them behind you at level 3 and then level 2, and you want them to have about 5 or 6 inches of space between them. And then if we get our yoga blanket about this length, unfolded enough to where you can roll it up just like you would a yoga mat. So you have something nice and long here. And you can either use the rolled up blanket or you can use your belt for your first kind of relaxed Baddha Konasana bind. So we're going to jump right into it. We're going to have the blocks behind us. With the blanket, those of you who have a blanket or a towel, we're going to lift this up. Our feet are going to come together right up against each other. You're placing this on top of the arches of your feet, lifting up your knees one at a time to stuff the blanket underneath the ankles, and then you can pull it in close. And then you're going to lay back on your blocks, shoulder blades on the first block, back of the head on the other block, and you get to take a few breaths and just let everything in the body begin to release and open up. If you want to skip the blanket and you have your yoga belt, you're going to use the yoga belt to bind the legs. And the way that's going to look is we bring this around, big loop, bring it low into that back. And then as we tighten this up, you tighten it to whichever is comfy, so it's wrapped around the legs, and then lay on back. Eyes opened or closed. If this at any time, any of these options are hurting you, just lay flat on your back without any blocks, without any belts or blankets, and just let that torso lengthen. Your feet can come together, knees wide. Arms out comfortably, maybe down at an angle, a little bend to those elbows, soften the fingertips. Your head can roll side to side here, breathing. Notice if you're clenching in your jaw. Try to relax the muscles around the eyes. Softening the forehead so it smooths out like silk. Relax your fingertips, the toes. If you want to take this deeper with the back, you can turn the block behind your head down one notch. Maybe lifting your knees up towards each other, you feel that break in the hips, and then you can let them go back out. Noticing any sensations, the blood flow, the circulation, things changing. Maybe it gets hot, maybe it gets cold. Just a few more breaths. You can try stretching those arms back next to the ears. Feel everything open and release. And then when you're ready, we're going to slowly come up. Free the legs up. Get that belt and blanket out of the way. Your legs can go out to a straddle to counter where they just were, bound up. Hands slide down the legs just enough for you to lean forward and to encourage the rotation in the hips. So you can come up and lean forward, circling around, reverse. And then when you're ready, allow those legs to fold in and just sit comfortably for a few moments. Trying not to make any effort, but just notice how you're staying upright. Not trying to collapse, not allowing the body just to fully release and let go. And then notice just how the back is feeling, how the neck, your hips, the legs. And then staying with that same movement, holding on to the ankles or the shins. Tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin, round out. Inhale, rock forward, arch. Tuck it all in, go back, and then forward. Doing this a few times. This is one way. Another is to start to circle that torso around just like we did in the straddle. And as we do this, you start to get a little bit more movement in the belly. Reverse. Hopefully you haven't eaten too much before this. You're saving your meal for after the practice. And then when you're ready and you feel good, get the blocks. You may want them at the top of your mat, just off to the side. Come into your tabletop. Hands and knees. Knees line up behind the hands. Check out those hands. Let the fingertips turn out. Make sure wrists and shoulders feel healthy, feel good. And then start some simple cat-cow movements, just like how we were doing when we were seated. Just notice you may have a little bit more room here. Arching and rounding, breathing in and out. And then when you're ready, curl the toes under, lift up and back into your down dog. Stretch this out further. Pedal in place. Feel free to let the legs come up one at a time towards the ceiling. Just to feel all throughout the body. Reaching, finding that space. Feet line up behind the hands. When you're ready, inhale, move forward into your plank. Wiggle those feet. Adjust the hands. Breathe. Tip back into your down dog. Again, come forward. Plank. And then down dog. One more time, we're coming forward. Pause here. Adjust those hands. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the floor. Inhale, lift your chest, come up. Exhale, child's pose, rock back. Hips to heels, forehead down, arms in front or at your sides. Keep breathing. And then when you're ready, ease yourself up and back into your down dog. Try it again. Come forward, plank. Get long. Make your way all the way down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale into down dog. One more. Plank. Breathe in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting your chest. Take your down dog. And then walk your feet to the top of your mat. Let's turn those toes out, lower your hips down into a nice squat. Your blocks are there. Feel free to bring them onto your mat and stretch it out. Lift your chest, your chin. Maybe your head tips side to side. Loosening that neck into the shoulders a bit here. And then when you're ready, hands to the blocks. As those toes turn forward, bow over your legs. Let them stretch out. Shake your head out. Soften the knees as you curl yourself all the way up. Arms overhead. And then exhale. Bring it into center. Walk your feet in just so they feel just a little bit more underneath you, supporting you. Maybe bring your hands together, tips of the fingers, the thumbs, finding the other side, and then those palms pulling apart like you're holding a grapefruit or a cantaloupe. Breathe here, feel connected here. Soft bend in the elbows, relaxed through the shoulders and neck. Whether it's the warriors, whether it's the lunges, maybe the trees, anything that you need just to help you stay more here, maybe come back to this hand variation. Stay connected. Next, inhale. Take those arms up. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, lift the heart, lengthen. Make those feet go back. Hands to the floor, get long. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest. Take the down dog. Exhale. Breathe. Play with this dog as it starts to unfold for you. Breathe into the sides, into the back. And make your way towards the top of the mat. Come up halfway, hands on the thighs. Tuck tailbone, curl in the rest of the way up. Let those arms reach overhead. And then exhale, come back to center, maybe hands together. Cantaloupe. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, lift the chest, hands to the mat as you make your way back into your plank. Breathe here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, down dog. Take a couple of more breaths and just start to notice wrists, hands, shoulders, low back. Breathe into all of it. And then get to the top of your mat. Come up halfway. Tuck tailbone, curl in the rest of the way up, arms overhead. And then exhale, bring it into center. Try to relax your hands wherever they are, wherever you want them to go. Breathe. Can you notice both sides of the chest expanding, filling up? Inhale, arms come overhead, reach high. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, lift the chest. Step on back into your plank. Breathe here. Drop the heels over to the left. Let your hips turn to the right. Bring those heels back up. Heels to the right, hips to the left. Feet come back, center. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, down dog. Take the right leg up. Exhale, bring that right knee into your chest. And then take it back. Exhale, bring it in again. Inhale, back. One more time. Bring that knee into the chest. Drop the foot. Keep that back knee lifted as we come up into a high lunge. Arms can reach up or your hands can stay in close, still holding your cantaloupe. Breathe here. Feel those legs engage. Try stretching those arms up just for a moment. And then hands to the floor. Step back. 3-leg dog. Bend the knee. Your hips start to open to the right. That foot goes to the left. And then square off. Drop the foot. Left leg up. Inhale. Exhale 3 times. Knee to chest. Shoulders forward. Pause. Inhale. Take it back. Exhale. Bring it in. Inhale. Back. One more time. Knee comes in. Drop the foot. Curl yourself up slowly into your high lunge. Hands stay close or hands can reach up. Keep breathing. And then when you're ready, hands come down to the floor. Left leg back. 3-leg dog. And then drop the foot. Inhale, come forward into your plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, down dog. Top of the mat, 1 big step. Hop, float. Come up halfway. Breathe in. Tuck tailbone, curl in the rest of the way as your arms come overhead. Exhale, bring it into center. Pause. Slow the inhales down. Make the exhales longer. Inhale, arms go high. Let's sit down into our chair pose. Hands at the chest. Feet, whatever distance, just makes your knees and hips happy. Sit a little lower, maybe extend those arms. Maybe bring chest to thighs. Let those arms come back like you're downhill skiing. You're going to be okay. There's a lot of juice here. Breathe. Hands to the floor. Hips go high. Bow your head down. Full forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest. Make your way back into your plank. Breathe here. Heels drop to the right, hips turn to the left. Can you look down that right arm and take the left arm up? Side plank. Left hand down, heels come back up. And then drop your heels to the left, hips to the right. Lean into that left hand as the right arm goes up. Your second side plank. Right hand comes down. Return to full plank. Chaturanga, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your chest. Cobra. Down dog, exhale. Right leg up this time. Let that left heel lift. Rotate the right ankle, wiggle the toes. Bring that right knee to the right elbow. Gaze is forward this time. Inhale, take this back. Exhale, bring this knee now right into the middle of the chest, making our way through. Inhale, take it back. This last time, take the right knee to the opposite elbow extending that leg out so the outer right edge of the foot is on the floor. Drop your back heel. Lean into that right hand like a side plank. Left arm goes up. It's strong. It's powerful. Yes, you can. Top hand comes down. Pick that right foot up. Knee is back into the chest. Tip it back. 3-leg dog. Step it forward one more time. Come up into a high lunge. Let those arms come overhead. And then grab opposite elbows here. Breathe into the sides. Spin the back heel down, and you're going to open up Warrior 2 to the left. Right arm is over its leg. Left arm is over its leg. Inhale, right hand goes high. Peaceful warrior. Come forward, side angle. Return, Warrior 2. Back heel, back arm. Spin up, high lunge. Hands to the floor. Step back, right leg high. Keep it lifted as you come into 3-leg plank. Drop the foot. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, down dog. Left leg up. Breathe in. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Shoulders forward, gazes forward. Inhale, come back. Exhale, bring that knee into your chest, shoulders forward, gaze forward. Inhale, go back. One more time, take this knee to the opposite elbow, pause, and then extend that leg. Drop that back heel, hips turn to the right. Lean into that left hand, right arm goes high. Breathe. And then right hand down. Pick that left leg back up, knee into chest. Tip back, 3-leg dog. And then bring that foot forward one more time into that high lunge. Arms overhead. Grab opposite elbows. Breathe. Drop that back heel. Open to the right, Warrior 2. Extending those arms. And tip back with that left hand going high, peaceful warrior. And then come forward, side angle. Return Warrior 2. Back heel, back hand. Spin them up. Hands to the floor. Exhale. Take that left leg back, nice and high to the sky. Come forward, 3-leg plank. Slowly drop that left foot. Exhale down. Inhale, lift the chest. Keep your knees to the floor as you rock back into a child's pose. Arms can be in front or at your sides. Allow yourself to breathe, to slow down. Maybe you sit back on the heels and you're upright, giving your body some room to breathe. When you're ready, find your down dog. Get to the top of the mat. Allow those toes to turn out. Bring your hips down into a nice squat. Hands can come close. Breathe. And then hands to the floor. Hips go up, toes forward as you take your bow. Curl yourself all the way up, arms reaching overhead. And then exhale, come center. And breathe, walking those feet in just a wee bit so you have more stability. Balance into that left foot and let that right foot pick up. Right hand finds the foot. Left hand remains close to the torso. And you're breathing. No big shapes, Release that right foot just to bring that knee in front of the chest. And then both hands can hold on to the knee. As you stand up a little more strongly, balance through that left foot. And then nice and easy, take those arms overhead. That right leg is still lifted. Can you swing it back, dropping the heel, simple warrior? Toes are turned out. Feet are grounded. We're going to step back up. Let the knee lift. Arms stay overhead the whole time. And then we're going to step back. Toes turn out. Warrior. Come up one more time. Up, up, up. Breathe. Rotate the ankle and the toes. Step back. Open up, warrior two. Lengthen that front leg as you reach up and back with that left arm. And then come forward into your triangle. Breathe. Top hand comes down. Back heel spins up. Twist this out. Lunge. And then if you want a little bit more with that leg that we started with, drop the back knee. Bend the leg, reach back. You can catch the foot with the hand. Maybe with a belt. But feel how much you're turned to the left right now. I just want you to notice this. Now release that left hand down on the inside of the left leg. Press yourself up. Your hands are going to walk over to the right, all the way to the back of the mat. Bend your right knee. Sink your hips down. Let the left toe spin up. Maybe your hands walk out in front. Get yourself a bow. If you want a little more, slide that right hand out to the right. Lean into that right foot if you trust yourself, and take that left arm up. And then left hand down. Look at the top of the mat. Creep back to the front, nice and low. Step back with this left foot. Full plank, strong. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest. Take your down dog. Exhale. Right leg high. Step it forward. Left foot forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Tuck tailbone, curl yourself the rest of the way up. Arms overhead. Exhale, come center. Switch sides. Left foot comes up. Catch it with the hand. Right hand stays close. Breathe. Try not to clench the jaw. Just be here with the body. Feel the toes work. The right leg works. We're going to hold the balance. Can you let go of that left foot and allow the knee to come in front of your chest? Both hands can grab it. Crown of the head going high. Press down with that right foot. Keep breathing. And we're going to try this a couple of times. Allow those arms to go up overhead. Step back with that left foot. Toes turn out. Feel the simple warrior. Hips turn to that left front corner of the mat. Step back up. Hold the balance. Breathe. Stabilize. And then we're going to step back. Toes turn out. Open up those arms. Warrior two. Stay with the legs here. Lengthening that front leg as you take that right arm up. And then take that right arm forward and down. Triangle. Breathe. Top hand comes down. Back heel spins up. We're going to twist this out. Lunge. If you want a little more, drop your back knee. Catch the foot. Breathe. Keep turning into this as much as it feels friendly, safe. Knowing you're going to completely unravel in just a moment. Inhale, let go. Right hand on the inside of the foot. Hands walk all the way to the left, to the back side of the mat. Bend that knee. Right leg is long. Let those hands walk out in front. Bow your head down. If you want a little more, left arm goes out to the side. Right arm goes up. And then right hand down. Take yourself back to the top of your mat. Step back into a plank. Breathe here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest. Take your down dog. Exhale. And then drop to your knees. Child's pose. Take a few breaths. Maybe arms at your sides. Maybe interlace those hands behind the back. Roll to the crown of the head. And then nice and easy, slowly come back up to your down dog. Left leg high. Let it step forward. Right foot forward. Wag that tail side to side. Maybe your blocks are nearby. Grab them. Press yourself up a bit more. Toes turn out. Lower those hips down. And then hands to the blocks, hips back up. Curl yourself all the way up. And then exhale, come center. Take a few breaths, open the eyes, notice how you're doing. And then we're just going to step into the tree pose. Doesn't matter which side you start on. Keep those hands close. Maybe you're holding that cantaloupe. Maybe the cantaloupe is being held over your head. Maybe no cantaloupe and you branch out, open up. And then nice and easy, keep those arms reaching. Can you slide whichever foot's against the other thigh? Can you slide it over on top of the thigh so the ankle is there? That foot is able to flex. If you sit down, it's a seated pigeon. Just to get that outer hip. Not trying to get too crazy with it. Inhale, press to stand. Pull those hands in close to the chest. Turn that foot back closer to the bum, like how we did earlier. Catch your foot with the hand. Maybe the free hand is resting on your chest. And then can you lean forward now, giving yourself that shape, kicking that lifting foot into its hand. Maybe you extend the other arm out to help you hold balance. There's no special way for the grip, just something that works for you, that does the trick. Don't overthink it. Stay with the balance. Feel all the sensations. You're going to be okay. Inhale, we're coming up. Control it. Exhale, everything comes down. Rocking toes, rocking to the heels, back and forth, back and forth. And then move into tree on side 2. So just lift that other leg up. Find your spot. Do whatever you want to do with your arms here. And then separate those hands if you're able to. Let that foot that's up cross that ankle over the thigh, not just staying on the inside. Can you sit down, flexing that lifted foot, feeling the stretch in the outer hip. Slowly press to stand. Pull those hands in close. Free the leg up. Catch that foot with its hand. Other hand comes to the chest. When you're ready, stay where you are or start to lean forward. Let that lifted leg, the foot kicks into the hand. Breathe. Maybe extend that arm out. And then nice and easy, control it as you come up and out, dropping it all down. Inhale, arms come high, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Hands are to the blocks. Turn them down to level 1. Let your thumbs and pinkies wrap around. You're stepping back into a plank. Breathe here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, roll on through. Lift the chest. Take your down dog. Soft bend to the knees. And then drop your knees. Relax the toes. Tabletop, still with the blocks under the hands. Take some cat-cows. And then when you're ready, you're going to rock back and allow your legs to come out in front. Allow the legs to fold in comfortably as you lean forward, rounding out the back. Inhale, sit up. Switch the order of the feet. Lean forward again. Notice the difference. There may be a more favorable side. And then inhale, come up. We're going to find our blanket. I want you to place it behind you to catch your head. You can keep your strap nearby. We'll use it in a moment. Your blocks can come slightly more into the middle of your mat, but still a little bit in front. And just make sure your sandbag's nearby. If you have one, you can have that for your Shavasana. And when you're ready, I'm going to have you lay on down so your head is supported by the blanket. Head can roll side to side here to start. Arms out to the sides, maybe just giving the torso some room to breathe. Your feet even can come together, knees wide, just to notice how that feels. It won't take long for you to start to feel gravity pull in a wee bit. And then when you're ready, let's lift those knees up, those feet come flat. Hug the right knee into your chest. Rotate the ankle, the toes, and when you're ready, catch that foot with your belt. You can make that loop really, really big because then you don't even realize it's a loop. You just have the two ends of the strap to hold on to. Exhale, the leg comes in slightly closer, and then inhale, it backs off away from the chest. Exhale, bring it in. And inhale, back off. Exhale, coming in, soft bend to the knees. Breathe. Allow this leg just to go a wee bit side to side. And then let it pull away from you. The belts, both of them, go into the right hand. Take the right leg out to the side. Left knee can go to the left, rolling to that outer edge of the foot just to give you a little counterweight. And then inhale, come back center. Allow the left leg to lengthen. Switch hands. Bring this across. And then inhale one more time, back out to the right. Inhale. Draw that foot in a little closer to the shoulder. You should have a little bit more room now. And then bringing it back up. Free the foot. Drop the leg. Hug the left knee in. We're going to go side two. And this is just more so an idea of buffering your edges just to make sure everything feels good before we completely stop. Draw the leg in. Exhale. And then inhale back off. Exhale, come in. And inhale back off. One more. Here we go. Breathe. Rock a little side to side, playing with those edges. And then inhale back off. Straps in the left hand. Take this leg out to the side. Right knee in the opposite direction, rolling to the outer edge of the foot. Inhale, come back center. Let that right leg lengthen. Switch hands with the belt as you take this leg across to the right. Inhale, come back center. Switch hands one more time out to the left. Breathe. Inhale, come back center. Free the foot up. Let this leg lower down. Hug both knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Take the knees over to the left. Reach back with that right arm. 3 breaths. Inhale, come back center. Take the knees to the other side. Inhale, back center. Take both legs up, rotate them out, shake them, shake them. And then bring those feet flat to the floor. Arms wherever comfortable. Maybe those feet can find those blocks. So you have a couple of ways you can play this. You can let your legs stretch out in front, resting on the blocks. Those feet are supported. This gives a little more support into the low back. Or pull those blocks in a little closer to the outer edges of the hips. So when the feet come together and knees go wide, you're supported Baddha Konasana, just like how we started, but now there's no bind, there's no strap or blanket. Your hips have the freedom. If you have your sandbag, try to even it out and then lay it on your chest, moving down the torso. And then you can use your breath to try to lift the sandbag up towards the ceiling using just the lungs, just the air. And then exhale completely. Breathe in and out. Notice how your body is breathing at this point. Maybe your legs stay as they are. Maybe they gently stretch out without the blocks. Maybe those feet even leave your mat. Feel grounded here. Feel steady. You may be a little closer to experiencing a peace of mind. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and send it out through the mouth. On the next inhale, stretch those arms back next to the ears. Those legs are going forward. You're leaning a little bit side to side. And then take your time rolling to one side, letting those knees curl in. Feel supported by the floor. Feel your body. You've reconnected to it. A simple practice of turning inward. I hope you got what you needed. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, namaste.